There's a frustrating gap between the man you are and the man you know you could be. You feel it, don't you? A nagging sense that you're capable of more, but held back by habits keeping you in the little leagues. You have strength you don't know how to use, and a future that feels just out of reach. Maturity isn't about age, it's forged and earned. What if the bridge between the boy and the man was built on just 5 powerful habits? I'm not talking about quick fixes, but foundational principles that build a life of strength, respect, and purpose. If you're ready to stop making excuses and start building, stick with me. We're about to lay the first stone. Habit 1, embrace extreme ownership. The first thing that separates men from boys is how they handle responsibility. A boy's first instinct is to blame. The economy, his boss, the world. He sees himself as a victim, and that mindset makes him powerless. A man, on the other hand, embraces extreme ownership. He is responsible for everything in his world, not just his actions, but his reactions and his failures. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about taking back control. When you blame someone else, you give them power. When you take ownership, you take it back. The moment you stop blaming and start taking responsibility, you gain the power to change your situation. You can no longer say, "I can't," because the question instantly becomes, "What can I do about it?" Here's your move. The next time something goes wrong, stop yourself from pointing the finger. Ask yourself one question. What could I have done differently, and what will I do now to own this? This is the first step toward building the life you want. Habit 2, forge unbreakable discipline. Habit number 2 is the engine for all transformation, discipline. A boy is a slave to his impulses. He does what feels good now, hits snooze, scrolls endlessly, and chooses instant pleasure over long-term fulfillment. A man is the master of his impulses. He understands that real freedom isn't doing whatever you want. True freedom is the self-control to say no to right now for a yes to a better future. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. This isn't about a miserable, joyless life. It's simply about doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up for yourself. David Goggins talks about doing things you hate to build mental calluses. You don't have to run an ultra-marathon. The actionable step is simple. Pick one thing you've been putting off, a 15-minute workout, 10 pages of a book. Do it today, especially if you don't want to. That small act is a vote for the man you're becoming. If you're getting something out of this, hit that like button. It tells me this is resonating and helps get this video in front of more men who need to hear it. Let's grow together. Habit 3, pursue a driving purpose. Habit number 3 separates a man who is going somewhere from a boy who is just wandering. Purpose. A boy drifts. He chases pleasure and avoids pain, but without a why, his life has no direction. A man builds his life around a purpose, something bigger than himself. Purpose is the compass that gives meaning to his struggles. A man with purpose is resilient. When things get tough, he doesn't collapse because his why gives him the strength to endure the how. Without purpose, discipline is a chore. With purpose, discipline becomes devotion. Your purpose doesn't have to be some grand mission. It starts with a simple question. Here's your actionable step. Sit down and answer this. What am I willing to struggle for? Don't think about what sounds cool. What do you genuinely care about enough to suffer for? Find that. That's the seed of your purpose. Habit 4. Master your emotions, build real connections. There's a dangerous myth that being a man means being an emotionless machine. A boy is at the mercy of his emotions. He either bottles them up until he explodes or lets them run wild, creating drama and shallow relationships. A man cultivates emotional intelligence. This isn't about being emotionless, it's the opposite. It's the ability to understand, process, and express your emotions in a healthy way. It's the ability to empathize, listen, and build real relationships based on trust. True strength is not the absence of emotion, it's the mastery of it. It's having the vulnerability to be open and honest, which is the foundation of any real connection. Here's your actionable step. The next time you feel a strong, negative emotion, anger, jealousy, frustration, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what am I really feeling and where is this coming from? Just by observing the emotion instead of being it, you create the space to choose a mature response over an immature reaction. Habit 5. Build unyielding resilience. Mind and body. The final habit is building the strength to take a hit. A boy is fragile. When life hits him, he shatters. He avoids discomfort and lets stress overwhelm him because he hasn't built the toughness to endure. A man forges resilience. He understands life will knock him down, and his worth is measured by his ability to get back up stronger. This resilience is both physical and mental. You can't have one without the other. You build physical resilience by pushing your body through discomfort, which teaches your mind it can handle more than it thinks. Mental resilience is managing stress and taking your mental health as seriously as your physical health. Here is your final challenge. Commit to 30 minutes of physical activity 3 times this week. Lift weights, run, walk, it doesn't matter. And for 5 minutes each day, sit in silence. No phone, no distractions. These 2 simple acts are the bedrock of resilience. There you have it. 5 habits that build the bridge from boyhood to manhood. Embrace extreme ownership. Forge unbreakable discipline. Pursue a driving purpose. Master your emotions. And build unyielding resilience. These aren't just ideas, they are a roadmap. The difference between the man you are and the man you want to be is what you do. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about shedding the habits holding you back and stepping into the man you were meant to be. The journey isn't easy, but the alternative is a life of regret. That is not your path. The choice is yours, every single day. Start today. Pick one habit and go all in. Own your life, master your will, find your why, understand yourself, and build your strength. Stop being a boy. Start being a man. What's one small action you're going to take today after watching this? Drop it in the comments below. Let's hold each other accountable. And if you're serious, subscribe for more to help you on the way. Now, go get to work.